I've been asked this question a handful of times, and that is, how do you get into game design? It's a complex question, but the answer is somewhat simple. The answer is, well, what do you want out of game design? I know that's not really an answer, but most answers to questions are just more questions that lead to even more questions. If you want to be a game designer in order to play a lot of games, certainly, you will, but that's not the main driving force. If you want to be rich or famous, good luck with that, but it probably won't happen. If you want to display your really cool ideas, you'll start to realize that your ideas in actuality are much less interesting than they sounded in your head. No, the truth is, game design takes humility. It takes patience. It takes perseverance and tons of practice. And at the end of the day, you'll claw your way out of the mud with something tangible, but that doesn't even come close to your expectation of what you can truly do. And guess what? You just succeeded in making a game. If after all that you're still interested in game design, then keep watching. And if this video is uploaded on a normally distributed probability distribution, then I'll bet less than 30% of people who clicked on this video are still watching. So congratulations on still being interested in game design. To get started, you'll want some sort of reason for wanting to design. Let me tell you my story. The year is 2007. Meet the Robinsons releases in March. I go to see it, and I love it. But more than the plot of the movie itself, I love the message that it conveys. That failure is something to be celebrated. It's good that you didn't succeed, because now you know how to not make a game. The more you fail, the more you know what not to do. And as a result, you know more about what to do. Thomas Edison failed to make a light bulb successfully more than 1,000 times before getting it right. 1,000 times! Could you imagine making a brand new, fully realized, unique design for the same thing every day of your life for over 2.5 years? It would be enough to drive anyone insane. But with enough time, he got it right. But how does failing do anything? Well, think of any series of projects you work on as your journey through that medium. If you play music, you will play music with a particular arc throughout your lifetime. If you play a sport, that sport will follow a specific arc as well. And, barring inspiration from the time period, there isn't a whole lot that could change that journey. Whether you play music starting at age 5 or age 30, your journey in playing music will start at that time. The person who waits until they're 30 to play their first instrument is no more practiced at music than someone who starts when they're 5. And the same is true for creating games. Does that mean you should start right now? Yes, absolutely. Even if you don't know how to program or illustrate or even create rules, start by analyzing your favorite game. Don't just tell me what your favorite game is, tell me why it's your favorite game. Split it into its parts and determine exactly what it is about it that you like so much. If you can give yourself the mindset that there's no better time than the present, then you're fully equipped to design. The next part of design is understanding what it is and what it isn't. There are countless fields of study related to game creation, but for the bare minimum of what's required to make a game, you could break the work down into 3 categories. 1. Design. 2. Development. And 3. Asset production. Development is everything that has to do with the game's functionality. This is where programming skill is valuable. Asset production is the creation of visual and audio assets, including illustrations, models, animations, sound effects, and music. So then, what's design? Well, I would describe design as everything else! Okay, maybe that was a bit dramatic, but design is everything that has to do with whether or not the game is fun. And since fun is subjective, let's look at some subcategories of design. Level design, game balance, pacing, game feel, systems design, user interface design, user experience design, and these just name a handful. I'll be the first to admit it, I didn't know the difference between game design and game development when I first started. But I learned, and the only way you'll be able to learn is by getting started. So you can't program? No problem. Design a board game. Design a level in Mario Maker 2. Design a level in Portal. For that matter, any level editor is great practice at level design. Create a video analyzing your thoughts on a game, or even a specific aspect about it. The most important thing is that anything you create should be authentically yours. And when you make something that you call yours, you can look back on it and be thankful for all of those who helped you along your journey. I made this channel in 2009, but only really started uploading videos in 2014, and it was a video about Pikmin 2 for a freshman level college course. At the time, it was out of necessity, in order to get a good grade for that assignment. I didn't think making a handful of videos about math years down the road would cause such an influx of people interested in what I have to say. Yeah, so I'm very thankful for that. This channel just reached 5,000 subscribers, and I never thought I would be able to say anything like that in my entire life. I'm extremely grateful to everyone who cares so much about these videos. And in the old days of YouTube, I made it my personal goal to seek out creators who were small, generally with less than 10,000 subscribers. I really have no idea what to say. Every time I see any YouTuber saying this exact message, I think to myself, surely you've thought of a good piece of wisdom to impart. But it always seems like the important things to talk about are what's wrong with the world. And as a way of reducing that negativity, I'm so happy to see that the world cares so much about math, games, and memes. And who knows, maybe there will be more than just those things here. I always strive to surprise. The end of Meet the Robinsons had a line that stuck with me. Keep moving forward. It's no coincidence that for Halloween that exact year, I dressed up as a game designer. I'm not kidding either, that's actually what my Halloween costume was in 2007. We can't dwell on what doesn't work. The only way we can know what doesn't work is if we fail. Your game design journey starts the very moment that you fail for the first time. So get to failing, because without failing, there's no way you'll be able to keep moving forward through your game design journey. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.